those last 10 minutes of the game?
We just got out-toughened. They played harder. We couldn't get stops and didn't execute on the offensive end. And, I think that was just like the whole theme the whole night. And, this is something that we can learn from, but, going to the NCAA tournament, we won't get any second chances. So this is a game that we can learn from and moving forward, and just our question is how we're going to respond. And with this group of guys that we have, I think we're going to respond very well.
And was there something about NC State's play tonight that surprised you guys, or did you feel off guard kind of?
No, not at all. They came out hungry. They came out aggressive from the start, and from that point on, it was just a back-and-forth game, and we didn't really do a good job of setting the tone the first half. It was kind of just back and forth, a lot of just ISO ball and not being in the right places, and just basically it was turned into a one-on-one game. We just couldn't get stops, and that was from the start to finish.
What do you guys take away from this going into the tournament?
Just to come prepared. You're going to give everyone their best shot, and we got to be hungry. And, we won the championship, but so they did. So we just got to do a better job of just understanding what's at stake and just coming out with a fiery attitude of, wanting it more. I just don't think we had that mindset today, but we'll be better for the tournament.
You seemed out of sync on offense. What do you think that was?
We didn't play with our pace. We didn't do a good job of kind of just playing in transition and taking advantage of what we always usually do, and that's usually just primary break. And we didn't get a lot of that today. And, NC State did a good job of kind of just corralling that, being in the gaps when we did try to get primary. But, we'll be better at NCAA for the tournament, but we just got to do a better job of just getting into our offense, run our sets harder, and setting the tone early.
Harrison said that they wanted it more. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree. They just came out aggressive and from the start on both ends of the floor, and from that point on it was a catch-up game. So we're gonna be better as a team collectively and individually. This one definitely tough, and it's definitely gonna sit with us, and especially me for a while. But our response is gonna be good for the tournament.
When back to your run, did you kind of think that they would run out of gas eventually in the second half because they've been through?
No, I knew it was going to be a back-and-forth game all day. I knew they weren't going to give up, and they obviously showed that throughout the first and second half. So that's something that you can learn from.
Does it feel like the mentality or mindset that the game going forward now is when you're going?
Yeah, and it kind of creates a sense of urgency of just bringing in your all. And it's March, and it's the tournament, and it's basically you want to go home. So we got to have that in the back of our minds and have that mindset going forward.
Did you feel like they did anything different tonight than they did in the first 2 minutes?
No. They ran the same sets that we've seen the first two meetings. They've played the same way, either through Burns or through Horn, and nothing was different. We just didn't get stops today.
Were they just simply making shots, or do you think there was just some drops on your defensive philosophy?
Definitely a lot of drops in our defense, just in terms of just guarding. They did a good job of guarding the actions, but then when the play broke down, it was just like a one-on-one game, and we could have been a better job of just being on the ball and then applying pressure and that presence, but also just being in the gaps and the rotations for slot drive, baseline drives, and they just wanted more on that end.
And then what does it look like resetting the button? You guys will find out where you'll be on Selection Sunday, just resetting the button and setting things back up for your tournament run.
It's definitely tough just because of, we wanted to win the championship, and at the same time, we still got more basketball to play, and this group could win a lot of basketball games. I know we can, the potential we have, the mindset, but the reset button is just going to have to, see what happens tomorrow, see what seed we are and where we're going to be at, and just come prepared for practice the next week, and then be ready to go wherever and just play basketball.
Speaking of the seed, how important is the #1 seed in getting to Charlotte to you personally?
It was important, just as important as winning the championship today. But I feel like playing in Charlotte would create home court advantage just in terms of our fan base and whatnot, and we played there before, so it would mean a lot.
Does it bother you even more considering who the opponent on the other side was?
I mean, I would say yeah. I mean, it just bothers me because we had the chance to win today's game, this championship game, and we just came up short.